So we sort of have an update on the Zack Moss situation. When is he going to be back? When is he going to be healthy? When are we going to see him again? But it's kind of not an update. It's kind of like a 50-50 shot here. So according to Zack Moss, he says, going a little bit farther up here, he said last year he wanted to be done. He could have stayed at home and not left his wife and two kids by herself. I could have made that call and called it a day. My intentions is to be here, do what I have to do to rehab-wise, and then go from there. Wherever it's at, make a decision from there. That's all I can do. So, pretty much just summary, he does want to be back. He does want to play for us this upcoming year, and he wants to be a Bengal. But, again, it really comes down to his body. Now, a lot of times when we're talking about injuries, it's kind of clear cut, right? You tear an ACL, you hurt something on your arm, maybe you break a bone, right? The doctors come out and they give the team an estimate on when the player is going to be ready. Okay, this guy's going to be ready in 14 days. This guy's going to be ready in a month. This guy's going to be ready in 2 months. That's not what we have here. So instead of it being like a timetable of rehab, according to Zack Moss, he's kind of going based on how his body feels. So he had a neck injury last year, and obviously was pretty crucial as he missed half the season because of it. But he's trying to get back and still play even though he had a severe neck injury. And it's not like something where a doctor is telling him, hey, this is what you should do, or this is the timetable, this is when you need to be back, this is when you're not back, whatever. It's not like that. He says, I don't have any expectations. That's not how I live my life. I don't put expectations on anything because I don't want to be let down. Just going to allow my body to tell me when it's ready, and then we will go from that and leave it up to the people who have to make the decisions on that. I can't make those decisions. I just do what I got to do, and things go from there. So obviously, speaking a little bit more to the Bengals, whether or not they want to keep him or not, those are the guys that make the decision. So they're going to be the guys that determine will his career continue pretty much. Now, obviously, there's other teams could pick him up, but will those guys keep him on the roster or not is the question. But as Zack says here, he's just going based on how his body feels. So if his body, for example, right now he's obviously on the non-NFL injury related, non-football related injury list. Man, big name right there. I love the PUP list a little bit more because it's a lot easier to go through. But anyway, he's on that list right now, and there's no clear cut on when he's going to return. He's not right now practicing. He's not doing any of the stuff because he can't. But who knows? Maybe in a week from now, his body will feel good again. His neck won't be hurting. He won't have any setbacks or issues. And he'll process. Maybe he'll feel good again sometime in November, sometime in December. There's no real clear cut of when this guy's going to be back because there is no real timetable for this. Again, this is based on how he's feeling personally when it comes to his body. So it's not like a clear-cut doctor says, hey, man, 3 months, you'll be fine. No, this is hey, when I feel like I'm ready, I'll come back. Now, that's a difficult situation to be in from a team point of view because you want to give him a chance. You know how good he is when he can be out there in pass-blocking formations. But at the same time, you want to do what's right for the team and the organization. So when you go down to the 53-man roster, you start to kind of take those things in consideration. Now, you can always put the guy on IR so they no longer count toward your roster. And you can say, hey, listen, whenever you're ready, we have to, I think there's a 20-day window that you have to activate the person in, and then they have to process a certain amount of times, and then you can get that situation figured out. And that's probably what we're going to do. But there's always a chance that the team says, hey, we got 3 running backs on the roster right now we really like. Chase Brown, Samaje Perine, and Taj Brooks. Like, we like those three guys, and we're going to roll with those three guys. And we just think it's in our best interest to move on. Again, I'm not saying they're going to do that, but that's also a possibility. There's things, as he says, out of his control. What he can control is how he's feeling and doing whatever is best for his own well-being, which is obviously not going out to practice, not doing anything until he's 100% okay from himself, not just cleared from the doctors. Because the doctors can clear you, but you might not be ready to go out there and play, right? So that's kind of how it is. But again, like I said, this could be a week from now, a month from now, 3 months from now. There's no timetable. It's just how he's feeling. So we'll see. But he definitely does want to make a return. He wants to play for us. He wants to continue his career. As he said, he could, in theory, sit at home and just, be a couch potato. Literally his words. Right here. Described to get back into game action, spending time offseason as a self-described couch potato, though, would be a victory in itself. So, listen, I mean, any neck injury possible is going to be a hard thing to come back from. You got in your neck, you got connected to your spinal cord, connected to all bunch of stuff, nervous system, all that kind of stuff. And as it says here, the broken neck derailed what looked to be poised to be another solid season for Moss. And yeah, so it's not a clear-cut injury. This is not a tear. This is not a groin issue. It's not a turf toe. This is a straight-up broken neck trying to come back and play. Tougher than it looks, I guess. I mean, I would say, I guess. What am I saying? That it is tougher than it looks, obviously. It's very, very tough, clearly. But I'm saying that, like, it's a lot tougher than some other injuries that we look at, throughout the years of football, right? Anyway, guys, 7 down below your thoughts and opinions. See you guys next one. Peace out.